Hello, I'm Andi, and I'm going to read to you a program called Weekly Horoscope from July the 8th to July the 14th. And this is for you coming from Taurus. And let's start with 8th of July, Sunday, which is not a good date for you at all. It's a day where, although it's being a Sunday and you're supposed to have a lot of fun with the people you love or your family members that you want to be with, or perhaps with the people you work with, or maybe even have golf with the people you do business with, but everything seems to be going wrong in the morning-afternoon period. Plans are cancelled, plans are postponed. There is this kind of drudgery, frustration, a bit of depression in the air. Things are very heavy that way. And you may get also involved in some kind of philosophy that makes you even more upset. So stay away from people who are somehow negative, and watch out that somebody from your past may contact you with some bad news, or somebody from your past may meet you and produce some bad news. And so the morning, afternoon, be careful who you are with. That's the main thing. Now, these planets don't help you in the sense that they don't give you leadership roles. So you don't want to take charge on anything in the morning, afternoon period. Let others do the planning, just be the follower and you'll be happier. Evening, nightfall, I don't like that very much as well. Most of the morning, afternoon planets will travel there and they will bring plenty of disappointment. But there is one planet throughout the whole day, the planet of globalness, I call this planet. And this planet is global because he rules everywhere in the world. And so he is one of your best planets. So throughout this drudgery of the day, he will come off and on. And you could meet people from abroad, people of another race. You could go onto the internet, and that's global. And for whatever you're looking for, whether it's for romance, friendship, whether it's to enhance your job, enhance your business for contacts, I suggest you spend much of the day, if you can, on this Sunday, off and on, not the whole day, but off and on, to get onto the internet, because I apply these planets to the internet, because internet is global after all. You may just do well, you may make some long-term contacts. Otherwise, evening and nightfall period, if you're going to be out with whoever, tell yourself, let others take the lead, because you'll just not have the energy of happiness at all. So if you don't really have to be out, just go back home. That's a safe place to be. The 9th of July, Monday. Now that becomes a horrible day for you. 24 hours. Whatever can go wrong is just dying to go wrong on you. And so morning, afternoon is a working day, and before you even wake up, there's something said, something done to annoy you, or perhaps it's you annoying other people at home. And then you drive to work, and it's not a pleasant drive, whether to work or the business area that you are in. And when you get there, whether work or business area, bad news will wait for you. And this is very provocative bad news that comes smashing at you. And it's very, very, very strong bad news as well. So I want to prepare you for this very difficult 9th July. And on this difficult 9th July, you will have a lot of opposition and confrontation. And because of that, you are going to be a person who is with the back to the wall. So have your back to the wall. Don't want to show off and try to be daring. Don't want to say things that even bring worse confrontation. Lie low. Concentrate on your job at work. Concentrate on your business. Don't be over daring to chase for business either. Lie low, because you could get yourself into all kinds of difficulties if you expose yourself to risk. Chasing for the romance, I don't think is a good idea at all. It's all going to turn out into some kind of an argument before you even go out with the person. Evening, nightfall, same story. These planets are there also, and they can cause an accident because you may drink too much, or they can cause maybe some kind of disagreement which may go out of hand, and they may also be very provocative, that you are too daring and you will go after a romance that is not good for you. So all these distractions are going to be there, trying to get you into trouble for the whole day. So lie low. Lie low simply means keep your head, concentrate on what you really have to do, get your deadlines going, don't get into trouble with your bosses or your friends or whatever, and let the day pass through. And if you don't have to be in the night anywhere outside, I would prefer that, be in the safety of your own home. But if you have to be out, make sure that your anger is not somehow revved up because you drank too much and said things too much. Be careful. Accidents are very possible. The 10th of July, Tuesday. Now, these planets are okay with you, but there's an overdose of ego planets now. And they make you egoistic, of course. They make you oversensitive to anything being said. They want you to take the lead and say they make you a person who's very pushy towards what you want them to do. And that's not good. So tell yourself, first thing you get up in the morning, today I'm going to be the nicest, approachable and wonderful person to everybody. And then these planets will turn around and they'll have to behave that way to get you all the support that you want. And so you have to be a person to control your ego, basically. Don't want to be in the limelight, you might attract blame, and try to share responsibility with others that brings good news. That's the way to make your morning, afternoon, the place of work to be much better. Evening, nightfall period, you could meet very important people. And these very important people are going to be helping you in whatever you want. There are two planets which are on your side, but they are very low key. Their energy is low. So they'll come off and on during the day to give you some good news here and a good news there, and point to where you should go for some help or how to proceed better in whatever you're doing. This will happen throughout the whole day, but not enough. It's around 30% of goodness only that comes and goes. But I see in the evening side, there can be love in the air for you. You might meet somebody who is going to be extremely good for you. And these people you will find, they make you very happy as well. So go out with the intention of not wanting to take the lead, but with wanting to be part of the team, and you'll have a better evening nightfall period. Now we'll go to the 7th of July, which is just a tremendously wonderful, wonderful day for you. Morning, afternoon, all the good news you expect will be there waiting for you. So before you leave home, there's so much love in the air with whoever you're with. And your drive to work or to business will be wonderful. And you'll have every chance to get that good news that you're waiting for in any area of your life, whatever you want. So ask for that. Ask favors. Project yourself. Show your talents and imagination. And show everybody how you can so much be able to be productive in what you do, because you're going to attract some kind of good news for what you're doing in the morning, afternoon period. So you got to get on with it and be active. I like the evening nightfall period as well. A lot of romance in the air and a lot of love in the air and a lot of enjoyment. But again, now there's one planet waiting to disrupt it. You can't have everything this planet says, I want to disrupt it. This is the planet of rebelliousness. This is the planet that makes you different in a negative way. This is the planet that makes you say and do things with outrage other people, with a shocking behavior from you. And this is the planet that can definitely break up relationships. So tell yourself throughout the day, whether at place of work or in business, and later on while socializing or whether going home to your family, do not let this planet of unexpected trouble suddenly rear up and create something just because you said something or something you did. Be very careful. Otherwise, it can be a very good day. The 12th July, Thursday. Now, this is not too good because the planets are too strong for you. And they make you dominating, they make you demanding, they make you stubborn. And so with all that, when you're doing all that, nobody at place of work is going to want to help you. And so you get isolated basically because nobody wants to come near you. So do the opposite. Instead, you should be supportive and appreciative to whatever is being done for you. You suddenly got these fast bikes racing around. So you try that as much as you can. Be supportive, be appreciative. And tell yourself that whatever you do in the morning, afternoon period, you want support because things are not going to go very well. There is a sense of struggle, there is a sense of difficulties, all created by you because you tend to be dominating. You are possessive for what you are doing, and therefore people see you as very stubborn and not negotiable. So just do the opposite, and you will have a much better morning, afternoon period. Evening, nightfall is almost the same story. So if you're going to behave that way, you might as well not go out at all. And tell yourself that whatever you do, try your best to be nice and approachable and negotiable. And that way you will do much, much, much better. Okay? There's one planet there who wants to help you. It's a strange kind of a week. This one planet wants to help you, brings romance to you, brings reward to you, the possibility of meeting good people as well. So be on your best behavior and be appreciable and be supportive as well. Now we'll go to the 13th July. And the 13th July has got very negative planets, some fast, some slow. Morning, afternoon is all fast negative planets that bring unexpected bad news. And whether at home, whether on the way to work, whether on the way to business, and whether in business or at work, is going to be some kind of unexpected trouble. So make sure you're not late, make sure that you're on time, make sure you're prepared for whatever you want to do, whether in business or whether in job. Not worth chasing the romance, it's all going to be negative news. And even if you meet somebody interested in you, try to be a bit careful, because some kind of complication may be there as well. So tell yourself that the morning, afternoon is going to be full of unexpected trouble. So you've got to have your finger on the pulse, whether in job, whether in business, because when things go fast, they just move on towards the evening as well. So tell yourself morning, afternoon, very, very careful I have to be, and I cannot afford to be rebellious or expose myself to risk or say things which will take away the support I need. That's what you want to remember. Accidents are very possible, by the way, because accidents are all about unexpected bad news in some way or another. Evening nightfall period. Now, evening nightfall period, the same old bad news keeps coming. And so if you don't have to be out, don't, because there's also a slow planet during the whole day that brings past problems to disturb you, past news to disrupt what you are trying to do. It brings delays, it brings frustration, it brings cancellation of plans. So you are just left in trouble the whole day. And during this evening period, double check all the plans you are making, because postponements and cancellations are going to make you very angry as well and depressed as well. Well, you'll have to cope, and if you don't have to be out, go back to the safety of your own home. 14th July, another very troublesome day. And this time, absolutely fast planets are whizzing around. And when they whiz around, they make you impatient, they make you hasty, and they make your tongue non-stop want to go on being argumentative. So with all that, that's a powerball of problems, whether at work or in business. You can create miscalculation, misinformation because of the speed of what you have to do things, perhaps too much to do, perhaps so much stress, so you take shortcuts. And when you take shortcuts, you open yourself to mistakes. That's how it all works. That's how these planets plan it. They make things go wrong and you have to wait last minute, pile it all on your table, do it now. And then you make all those mistakes. But this is that kind of a day. So morning, afternoon, make sure you keep to your timetable. Put your shoulder to the wheel and concentrate and focus on your responsibilities. Don't miss deadlines or you're in trouble. Evening, nightfall, very fast planets are there. But you know, these are all business planets as well throughout the whole day. So in the evening as well, business planets are there. My only fear is that you might make promises too fast, you might accept things too fast and then later on regret them. So think 3 times, have 3 seconds in your brain before you answer any questions or before you want to make any commitments, whatever the area they are. Don't jump at it to snatch it, because you might be snatching a lot of trouble. Should you be out at all? I think you should be, because these planets say that you could meet somebody very important in the evening nightfall period, or even during the daytime, perhaps for lunch. So I think you should be out and about. Just repeat to yourself now and then, go slow. That's what you want to repeat to yourself, and you'll be able to control it. Well, that's the week for you. I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about 7 or 8 of your next years in all areas of your life. And I'll base that on your date of birth and your time of birth and looking at your palms. And I'm going to be very accurately going to tell you how to negotiate these next 7 or 8 years in all that you do. And I'll give you a lot of information, all your lottery numbers on a personal basis, and the colors and the gemstones and the directions and so much other good news which is going to help you to put yourself on the good track for your next 7 or 8 years or even beyond. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me a message, send me an email. I'll come back to you as soon as possible. and we'll make that plan for 90 minutes, which will cost you USD 50. Until then, thank you and good luck.